different. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And I'm excited to be here to present Dave Daughtrey. And because when I started this opportunity, it was online. I met someone online on Instagram, and I felt like a connection, excited, because all the pillars, like Dave Daughtrey said right now, is the pillars that I was looking for in my life. And I improved a lot for the last 4 years. And I continue learning with him, with you guys as a community. And I love it so much. Thank you. Dave Daughtrey.
Thank you, Maddie, for sharing that. You know, you mentioned that you learned about 4Life through Instagram. And, you know, we'll find more and more, you know, there will be people that the first exposure that they receive about this is through social media or online, whether it's from a Google ad or a Facebook post or Instagram or TikTok, whatever it may be, LinkedIn. And that's great. That's basically taking advantage of the tools in the toolbox, casting a net out there and saying, you know what, I might as well throw it out there. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn. And so you go ahead and you just basically put a bit of a post about maybe about yourself, you know, what you're aspiring to do, and you're excited about the people you work with, the group, the as you mentioned, Maddie, the community that you're in. And other people see that and they say, you know what, that sounds like a great place to be. Those sound like people that I'd like to hang out with, you know. And so you want to bring them in. You know, one thing I learned in my early days of networking, you are who you associate yourself with. You know, in fact, you'll be able to count, you know, the 5 people that you associate with the most, that you hang around the most with, your incomes will closely match each other's, you see, because that's your level of comfort. That's who you socialize with. Well, if you move up in that category by finding a place that you can, you know, socialize with people that are growing, progressing, you know, evolving, learning, all those great things, then you will too. It's called success by association. And I learned that in my 20s. That's really why I got in network marketing and stayed in network marketing, because there were always people that were above me, earning more than me, growing, you know, better and faster, and just learning from each other. But please understand, learning is one thing, and this goes back to essentialism, which I'm going to be talking about this at convention. Learning is one thing, all right? You have to have the knowledge. You have to learn in order to have a bit of confidence to take action. You can't act about something you know nothing about, all right? Although there are some people that say that they would take hot ignorance over cold education, I think it was, something like that. In other words, someone who's hot and goes out there and just uses enthusiasm as opposed to someone who's educated and doesn't do anything, all right? And I kind of agree with that, because you can always learn. You can't force someone to have desire, all right? So the point is this, is that a success by association. We're all here learning and growing together and developing together. And that's what this is really about. You know, so today I would like to see, because if we have someone that's new here, just you can put it in the chat, just say I'm new. We're going to basically, yes.
Dave, Carol put in the chat that I'm new. She's a friend and past colleague of Jillian.
Oh, nice. Okay, great, Carol. So the list, what we're going to do today, because this Thursday opportunity meeting was designed in the beginning for Kenya. Actually, it was Trisha. Trisha and I started this. All right. Was that like a year ago, Trisha? And we were doing this just for her and her people in Kenya. And then it kind of just evolved and has become a Thursday morning opportunity meeting, which means if there's anybody new, we focus on opportunity. Now, I call it first exposure, all right? First exposure, meaning that they're coming in and it's like, okay, I don't know anything about this really. Somebody just told me to get on this and I would learn. Well, in opportunity presentation, we focus really on 4 main things. And within those main subjects or topics, we kind of talk a little bit, we get into it a little bit, and explain about each one. And the first one is why this business. All right. What makes this business the best business in the world? And I am a bullet person. I like to talk in bullets. And we're putting together a bullet presentation for everybody. It should be done fairly quickly. So all of you can have it in PDF or PowerPoint format. I ask you, just memorize the bullets. If it takes you a day, a week, a month, it's not a lot. It's going to be like maybe 6, 7, 8 slides at the most. Just memorize the bullets. Why this business? Okay, let's talk about this. Well, there's all kinds of business models out there, but in a traditional business, you better be prepared to invest capital. All right, you better be prepared to do most of the work on your own, learn on your own, unless you're reading a book or maybe there's some other type of assistance or franchise. If you buy a franchise like a McDonald's or a Starbucks or something, they come with training, but you better be prepared to invest millions of dollars. Look, the average person can't do that. So why this business model? One, extremely low investment. All right, we're talking about anywhere from $150 to $600 to start a business. What do you get for that business investment? First of all, you get product. You get to use the products and experience the products. All right, and the impact that these products have on your life, how they benefit you, how they help you, and maybe even people around you and your family. Okay. Number two, let's look at all the bullets here that this business model brings you that a traditional business doesn't. Number one, you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Meaning that every one of us here will get paid by your business partner. Who's your business partner? David Lisenby, the founder of 4Life. He pays you. I don't pay you. Daniel Hernandez doesn't pay you. Tricia doesn't pay you. David Lisenby pays you. Now he's got a team of people like Danny Lee and those that work in 4Life, but that's your business partner. Okay, so you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're with a group of people learning from each other. You're in a community, you're in a family, you're in a team. All right. Well, that tends to create synergy. It creates more enthusiasm. It creates more motivation, inspiration. All right. So in business for yourself, but not by yourself. That's kind of a one-liner I like to use. Next one, earn while you learn. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to go to college for 4 years and pay someone or an institution for 4 years without an income to figure out and learn how to do something and then find yourself getting paid certainly not what you're worth after 4 years. Here, you're going to earn while you learn from day one. Start today and you can get paid tomorrow because we pay every day. 4Life pays every single day. Now, understand in Kenya, 4Life doesn't have a corporate presence, so there it is monthly. All right. But in the rest of the world, it's every day. So earn while you learn. Next, get paid for what you start. This is the part that I try to shake people to make them understand. Listen, don't exchange time for money. All right. You're never going to get ahead in life that way. And don't build someone else's dream. I mean, it's okay to do it if you're just starting out in life or you're starting all over again. But you got to move away from that, build your own dream and get paid for what you start. Start today, get paid months, years, decades later for your efforts today. That means you put time and energy into presenting this to someone, sharing these bullets with someone, and they liked it and they joined the family, the community, the team. They're part of 4Life now, and they're also benefiting using the products and building their future. Well, if they're involved in your network, you're going to get paid for the rest of your life for the effort you put in today. All right. You'll get paid years, decades down the road. So get paid for what you start. It's a great bullet. All right. Well, let's talk about expenses. You have no overhead expenses. All right. You got no staff to pay, no employees, no operating expenses. You've got no inventory to manage, no licensing fees, no payroll taxes. All right. None of that stuff. So you get all the benefits of having your own business and you're building equity. What's equity? Give you an example. I like to use my ID number for an example. My For Life ID is 72999. I joined For Life on October 20, 1998. My ID number 72999 was worthless. It was worth zero in October 20, 1998. Today, if somebody said, Dave, can I have your ID number? Yeah, cough up $50 million and I might think about giving it to you because that's what it's worth. So yes, I have equity I've built up. Now that gets passed to your prosperity. You might leave this planet, but your ID number stays. And so therefore, who gets it? Well, you decide. Your family, your dog, you get to give that. So you're building equity, you're building a future. Now, I challenge anyone, show me a business model that offers all of those things. And there's even more, but those are the bullets when it comes to this business model. Who wouldn't want to have a business? And let's talk about time. Flexible time. You have your own schedule. Now you have to have the discipline and say, okay, this is playtime. I'm going to go out and have fun and socialize and do whatever. Well, this is my work time. So yeah, you got to have the discipline. But you know what? And this is the last bullet I'll say about the business model. All of those things tied together, you know what it does? It makes you develop skills. So secretly disguised, this is the world's greatest personal development course there is, because there is no greater educator or teacher than experience. So here you are, you're learning, you're growing, you're developing your social skills, your leadership skills, your communication skills, all these skills you're developing. And you know what? You can lose money, you can lose time. You can lose money, you can lose freedom. Can't lose time. Well, I guess you can. Once it's gone, it's gone. All right. But the point is this. There's all kinds of things in life you can lose, even health. We lost freedom during COVID, didn't we? But you can never lose your skills. Once you develop those, as long as you continue to apply yourself and keep them sharp, they're yours forever. You see? So that's what I love about this business is I've seen so many people grow. I made a comment yesterday about one of my Brazilian couples, Anderson and Tatiana Carpes. I told Tatiana, it's been 4 years now that they joined For Life, how proud I was of watching them over the 4 years develop. And they've been through a lot. They started during COVID, March of 2020, they signed up, they got started. And here they are now doing about 200,000 a month of volume. And their team is just really starting to explode in Brazil. But they've worked at it. They've grown into wonderful, great networkers, but they've been persistent and consistent. And that's what it takes to build a great business and develop yourself. Now let's talk about the next topic. In the bullet, or next page we go to. Why For Life? There's a lot of companies out there. In fact, the gentleman I talked to yesterday that I was prospecting, he said, hey, do you know Jeff Olson? Yeah, I know Jeff Olson. I knew Jeff back in the 80s. He actually I was with the company when he joined it. He came from IBM. Great leader. The guy is extremely sharp, knowledgeable, well-educated. He's a CEO type of guy, but yet he's a marketer. So talking about him and talking about this business, I've seen so many people over the course of 43 years come into this industry and kind of bounce around from here to there and whatever the next great hot thing is. Well, here's why For Life. 25 plus years of stability. All right. There's a lot to be said about that. All right. So I've seen companies close their doors over the last couple of years, especially after COVID, because they're over leveraged, they're in debt. They couldn't, Mona V, $1 billion company, gone. All right. One's closing in Brazil now. They actually closed, Jeunesse. All right. The point is this. You got 25-year history, debt-free company, they don't owe penny to anybody, has the right principles and values. The 4 pillars of For Life are science, products that are developed, scientifically proven, clinically studied, not all of them, but a number of them. You can go to forlife.com, click on About For Life, go to the 4 pillars, science, success, service, and satisfaction. Click on science, scroll down. We're in the physician's desk reference. We've got clinical studies on our products, scientifically proven, patented technology that bring an impact to your life. The one thing people always say about For Life, I love the products. You guys have amazing products. All right. Also, let's talk about the culture. All right. So science is one. The next is success. It's a culture of together building people. All right. Yes, you're going to sell bottles. You're going to move bottles because there are a lot of people out there that don't want to be part of the business building process, but they want to use the product. I love my customers. I've got many tens of thousands of customers in my organization. I love them all. All right. But my focus is building people. And that's why I've got over 200 millionaires on my team. All right. And they're independent now. There's a lot of them around the world doing their thing, building their businesses and so forth. All right. I'll be with them at convention, a lot of them. All right. So success. We have in our business, our company now, many successful millionaires that started with nothing from scratch over the 25-year history. For Life has paid close to $3 billion, not million, $1 billion to us. What to be said about that? It's a lot of money, $3 billion. And most of it's been paid to my organization. All right. Because I joined in 1998. So success. I like a culture of people being able to be successful. The third pillar, service. We are a company that believes in service. You go to For Life Convention next week, there will be a day, I think it's Thursday morning, is the Foundation for Life Service Project. Now, I've built bicycles for children that couldn't take a bus to school. They had to ride a bike. I've stuffed backpacks for kids that need school supplies. We've painted houses. We've built orphanages in the Dominican Republic, the Casa Rosada, an orphanage for children with AIDS that needed a place to live, and the nuns took them in. Casa Rosada. You can go to Foundation for Life, foundationforlife.org, O-R-G, and look at all the projects around the world that For Life has done, from building schools to orphanages. All right. So that culture of service, all right, that's very important. That's another reason why For Life. Satisfaction. For Life has no formal complaints after 25 years. The one thing the company does is they make sure they're squeaky clean. Yeah, we're a bit conservative, but we don't have any complaints, you see, because they do things by the book, and therefore they do have policies and procedures and so forth. All right. So here is a place that you can be part of this culture. All right. So yes, multinational company all over the world. All right. 25-year history. So know those bullets. That's why For Life. Now let's talk about why these products. Well, For Life prides itself on science. And so they patented some technologies. One, transfer factor. Well, transfer factor is the only thing, we'll say for right now, on the planet. There is no vitamin, there is no mineral, there is no herb or plant, or even really medicine that can do what transfer factor does. And it's not a vitamin, mineral, plant, herb, or medicine. It's not any of those. What is it? It is a messenger molecule. We can call it an educator. You see, we all have something called an immune system. Well, during COVID, a lot of people's immune systems were challenged. Some people died. Some people weren't affected at all. What made the difference? Your immune system's ability to recognize a threat. Once it recognizes it, it then has to mount a response, send out the warriors, the fighters, to eliminate that threat, and then you're fine. And that can all happen without you even knowing it. All right. That's when you have a great immune system. Well, For Life owns this patented technology of isolating this messenger or memory molecule and putting it into different delivery systems, whether it's a liquid, whether it's a gel. In fact, For Life just got a new patent on the Rio Vita gel. I think it's a gel, right, Jim Michael? They got a new patent.
I think it's on the liquid, on the bottle, the liquid.
The liquid, okay.
Actually,
in liquid form, gel.
It could be on the technology for Reavita. So
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, just getting into a little deeper into it, the technology on that one is really the ability to have an antioxidant drink and be able to suspend transfer factor molecules in it. So you get the right milligrams of transfer factor for every, little shot or dose you take of Reavita. So you're getting a combination of your antioxidants, be it acai berry, elderberry, blueberry, pomegranate, all that combined with your transfer factor. I believe it's 600 milligrams that you're getting in a shot. Okay. So, but we've got this patented technology that delivers this messenger molecule, which educates, it like shows your immune system, saying like, in fact, this would be a great presentation. If I had a picture of a bug right here saying, here's the threat, right? Your immune system can identify that, recognize it, and take action. And that was the difference between who survived and didn't survive COVID, because it was a new threat. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have an immune system that's always prepared and educated? So just remember the 3 R's. The 3 R's. Transfer factor provides immune knowledge that educates your immune system to recognize threats, respond to those threats within 2 hours. Clinically proven, when you take transfer factor, your immune cells are activated within 2 hours. So respond to the threat and remember the threat. Now, the memory part, it is a time-limited memory, if you will, because your body's evolving. New cells are born to replace the cells that die every second of the day. All right. It's like if I asked you, do you remember every formula in your trigonometry class that you had way back decades ago, or algebra? I bet you don't. All right. You lose memory. The same thing with your body, your immune system. That's why elderly people have more difficulty maintaining good health, because they're under threat. Their immune systems become more compromised. They were more affected by COVID too. But wouldn't it be nice to keep your immune system educated? That's what transfer factor does. And then we combine transfer factor with other ingredients like the Reavita. So now you got, the double benefit of antioxidant power with transfer factor knowledge. Energy with our sachets of Energy Go Sticks, which I love. Take your energy, get you great, nice, natural energy for the day. It's got guarana, maca, yerba mate. I love yerba mate. I drank a lot of that when I was in South America. Combined with transfer factor, all right? You take your ProTF, your protein. Get a great protein that helps lose weight, maintain muscle mass. Make a great protein shake, and you got transfer factor in there. So a lot of our products, you've got these added benefits. All right. So that's why 4Life's transfer factor. Now let's talk about gold factor real quick. I had this conversation with the gentleman I was prospecting yesterday. We own another technology that really, it's not a lot of people are talking about it much right now. Now I want to continue to educate everybody about this. Now I understand it's not available everywhere, but it is here in the US, it is in Kenya, all right? Gold factor. And it's in Mexico. You're right, Daniel. It's in Mexico. Gold factor. Telomerase technology. All right. What is telomerase? Every human being has something called telomeres. They're little tails that attach to your chromosomes. And the aging process is the process of these telomeres disintegrating or shortening in length faster and faster through the years. That means they die, new cells have to be replaced to replace the older cells, or new cells have to be generated. The point is, that process is called aging. You start to get wrinkles, you start to look older, you feel older. What if you could slow down that process? You can, by activating an enzyme called telomerase. It protects the telomeres. So now you protect the telomeres, and then there's another added benefit of what this telomerase enzyme does. It stimulates or activates neurons in the brain. What does that do? More brain activity. Well, the first thing it does actually is you start remembering your dreams. All right. Take gold factor. I'll bet you anything. One of the first things that happens is you wake up like, wow, I'm remembering my dreams all of a sudden. All right. It activates neurons in the brain. So when you talk about gold factor, and by the way, this is a patented technology 4Life owns. The scientist behind the development of this won a Nobel Prize. There is no nutritional benefit of gold factor. There really is no nutritional benefit. That's why some governments look at it and go, well, there's no nutritional benefit. So why should we even allow it in our country? Mexico said, no problem, bring it in. All right. You know, and so even in Africa, you guys get it. In the US, so down the road, maybe as other countries become up to speed with technology, they'll say, okay, we see the benefit, tremendous benefit. And all they are is nanoparticles of gold that's suspended in an ultra purified ionized liquid water, basically. But when you take a small portion of these trillions of nanoflakes, that's what happens. It stimulates or activates telomerase, and you get those benefits. So now I know that I just talked like a doctor, all right, but here's my point. You can put this in bullet form and just share the bullets, all right, activating an enzyme that protects your cells, and therefore the aging process is slower. Try it. That's the only way you're going to know. Try it. Okay. But our products are scientifically based, proven. All right. So here's the other thing, you guys. With 4Life products, we focus on structure, function, not specific diseases. We're not doctors. So people ask, well, does it work for this disease? Does it work for that? Understand something. All diseases affect something in your body. Would you agree with me? Whether it's your immune system, whether it's your kidneys, whether it's your lungs, whether it's your heart, whether it's your prostate if you're a man, or the female reproductive system if you're a woman. So, or these days, who knows? The point is this. Our products are designed to focus on structure and function, meaning KBU, kidney, bladder, urinary. That's what it's for. Okay, read about it, learn the benefits from it. Male Pro, it's for the man, male. Prostate, pro, prostate. Cardio, that's pretty easy. Cardiovascular system, lung, respiratory system. Recall, nervous system and brain. So we digest, that's an easy digest reset. The digestive system. So we have products that are designed for systems of the body. So when somebody asks you, they tell you, you know what, I've got a problem with this, you know, whether it's lungs, stomach, with their digest, whatever, you know where to go. If you don't know where to go, that leads us to the opportunity. Right in your cell phone, you have an app. Every one of us can log into this app, and you have a health assessment that's in there. You can send that health assessment to somebody, and they could basically just fill it out real quick, and it recommends what products that they take. Now you don't have to play doctor. Just send it to them, have them take 5 minutes to fill it out, and the app will tell them what they need to take for their situation. All right. So with the business opportunity, when you combine an incredible business model, a great 25-year, old company, it's multinational, with products that are second to none, the world's greatest products that bring value to your life, then you combine a system to where you've got an app that you can use it as a university. You can be in bed at night before going to sleep and say, I'm going to take 10 minutes or 15 minutes and just read a couple of products. Open your app and go to the education library or media library and pick a product and read the profile. You can even send that to someone through any platform you want, be it WhatsApp, Messenger, SMS, email. So you can send it. Say, you know what? Wow, I know so-and-so needs to read about this. Send them the profile right from your app. Share. Simple. So you can look at reports in your app. And guess what? Your app memorizes your activity. So if you send Joe a product profile, or you send Mary a video on transfer factor, there's videos in there, and she looks at it, you get notified. Mary just looked at your video. And if she looks at it 3 times, you're going to get notified 3 times. That tells me she's interested. So there's a system to help you keep a bit organized in your business and know who you're sending stuff to. All right. What a great opportunity. You know how much that costs? It's free if you start your business with 150 life points. If you don't start your business with 150 life points, then it is $25. Or if you're in Africa, it's $10. Right? So you get the app, you get your own web domain, forlife.com, and then your extension, Carol Myers. All right. Or maybe, if Carol's a doctor, MD Carol, whatever, put your extension on there. Right? As long as it pertains to you. Well, now you've got your own web domain. So you can invite people to come and look at your shop. And when they look at your shop, it's like, wow, this looks awesome. You've got these products, it's clean, there's profiles, and you know what? It's in many languages. It's in Japanese, it's in Thai, it's in Korean, it's in Spanish, it's in English, it's in Italian, it's in German. What would it cost you to put all that together? And you get it for free if you buy 150 life points to start your business. If not, it's $25. So that's why all of this, okay? So that's basically, for me, the first exposure presentation. How long did it take me to do that, J. Michael?
Looks like about 20 minutes, 24 minutes.
Okay. I want everybody, I would like everybody to be able to do a bullet presentation. Now, if somebody wants to know more and they say, okay, explain the money side of it. All right. Understand this business is like playing chess. They make a move, you make a move. If they make a move and they're leaning towards products, be prepared to talk about products because that's what they want to hear. If they start talking about opportunity or making money, be prepared to talk about that because that's what they want to hear. If you address their needs, that means your new prospects' needs, then they're going to listen. If you talk about something else, they're not going to listen. So if we're talking opportunity and money, well, understand, how do you get them signed up? What link do you send them? There's a sign up link. There's a link that they can join with no products. And then there's a link they can join with products. You can even put the products in the link for them. So the basket's ready to go. They just add it and check out. Right. So these are all things that you learn and you can practice. You can even send SMS to yourself. I do it all the time. I did it this morning. Right. So practice with the app. But the point is, you need to know how to sign them up. And then if they want to know, okay, so talk about making money. All right. Understand our pay plan. We pay 64% of, and again, this conversation I had yesterday with the gentleman I was prospecting. 64% of life points are what gets paid out. We have a seamless universal plan. It doesn't matter whether you live in Zimbabwe or you live in Korea or Peru or the US or Canada, wherever. Our plan is seamless, meaning it pays the same. All right. Life points, you buy a bottle of product in Korea or you buy it in the US, same life points. Price might be different because you're paying a different, money and there's taxes or whatever they have wherever their region is. Okay. So seamless pay plan. 58% of the 64 is paid in your network. That's when I was talking earlier about the business model, building equity, building residual, that's your residual. So as you start building a family, a community, a team by inviting people on board, for the rest of your life, you will earn a piece of that 58%. Okay. And it can be up to 58% as you build your organization. All right. Now it is paid in levels. That's why it's called multi-level, but it's not a pyramid. Because once that 58% is paid out in your organization, that's it. You might have 10 million, in business down below that you don't get paid on. But if you had that, you're probably going to have 30 or 40 million up here that you do get paid on. Okay. Wouldn't that be a good problem? I call the stuff you're not getting paid on insurance. All right. Because you're going to get paid one way or the other. All right. It just means you got a longer future, a greater future, honestly. But the point is this 58, I don't want to get too complicated. 58% is paid in your future residual income. You get paid every single month. Okay. 2% is a pool of money for new people. As you get started, your first goal. So, Carol, anyone that's starting, your first goal is 3. Get 3 people signed up on loyalty, and make sure you're on loyalty. I mean, if you're going to do the business, get on loyalty, meaning that you select a minimum of 100 life points of product that's going to be sent to you every month. And you can change it the day before it goes out, gets shipped out. My wife changes ours every month because we're always using different products. But the point is 100 life point minimum enrollment in the loyalty program. And you pick the day. It could be from the first day to the 20th day of the month, any day in there. That's your loyalty day. So the product can get sent out every single month. You can call it auto ship if you want. We call it loyalty program. Okay. 100 life point minimum. What's the benefit? Well, number one, of course, you get free shipping. 15% the company will give you of reward points, like frequent flyer miles. You're going to get 15. So if it's exactly 100 life point order, loyalty order, you'll get 15% put in your account every month. You can redeem those towards free products. Use them as samples. I've got like 1,200 life points in my loyalty bank right now. I just let them keep building up. But 15% every month. If you go on a loyalty of 125 life points or more, you get a free product every month. They'll send you one free product. It could be a trifactor, transfer factor. It could be Rio Vita. It could be collagen. But it's a mystery product, but you get a free product every month. All right. Now, if you're on loyalty and you get 3 people on loyalty that you enroll, you sign them up and you sponsor them, you can now earn that pool every month. Every month. It's not a one-time bonus. It's $50 added to your check. 50. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's $600 a year. All right. If you can help your 3 people do that, you're now at level 2. We call it builder bonus because you're building. Level 2 builder bonus is $200. Well, now you've got a team of what, 9, 10, 11, 12 people on your team, and you're in profit mode every month because you're getting the $200 from the pool. Plus, you get 25% on all those 9 people because they're on your second level. They're part of your organization. Now you're making some money. Now we're talking about making what? Maybe $4,000, $5,000 a year of added income just by having a little team of 12 people. So yeah, understanding the opportunity a bit is important. Then we have premier bonuses for the leaders that get to bronze and above. Now they start getting shares every month of the company's business. All right. Those shares can go anywhere from $500 when you're just starting out to $70,000 a month, every month of extra money as you get up to gold and platinum. All right. So yes, 4Life pays very well. The new person, whether you're a novice getting started or you're an expert, but yes, we pay very, very well. And there's other bonuses in between. So if somebody asks, okay, Dave, let's go over the bonuses. Make sure a new person just understands how to get to diamond. Diamond is the first milestone, but you still got to get to builder. Get your 3 and you're a builder. All right. And if you're on loyalty, you're in the builder, business builder bonus. Okay. Getting to diamond is 3,000 life points. And that's your first milestone of being a diamond in 4Life. All right. 6 people enrolled, 3,000 life points, you're a diamond. So, and that's it. That's really all a new person needs to know, how to get to diamond. At that point, now let's talk about building the people you've got. That takes you up to the next levels. So with that, does anybody have any questions, any suggestions, any comments?
Dave, can I tell, because I talked to Claudia about, can I tell my testimony, one of them? Is it possible? Do you want to?
If anybody wants a testimony on, if anybody has a testimony they want to share, absolutely. Love testimonies. I know Jay Michael's got a great testimony. And you've all heard my testimony, but if anybody, just raise your hand if you'd like to share. Don't be shy, you guys. All right. Well, I'd like to hear a story. All right. So Daniel Hernandez, with 2 minutes. All right. Tell us your story. How'd you learn about 4Life? Why did you join us?
Sure, let me share with you. I'm gonna share with you that I was working in the corporate world. Yes, and I was working there for 15 years. And then I learned how to make passive income because of franchises. You know, I started teaching English, and then I started going up the ladder. And I knew in a franchise how the money was made in a franchise. And then I noticed, okay, I am an employee. I'm not making that kind of passive money, but the franchisees. And I said, I'm not going to look for to be an employee anymore. Yeah. So I'm going to look for something different. And that's when a friend showed me this business. That's when a friend showed me this. And I didn't know that it was available for everyone. I was like, they should have showed me this when I was at school. And when I saw all the little circles in a napkin that he was showing me when we were having some coffee, he just told me, I just saw it and I was like, this is the way that these guys are making money. Yeah, this is the way that it's friendlier, easier, and the company does everything. And after that, yes, because first I was convinced because of the business, then I wanted to know how the product worked. We used it in our family and it was amazing. You know, it was amazing. My mom had issues with her lungs, and actually everything in 2 months, she was actually recovered from having emphysema. I had issues with some allergies, and it helped me right away. And I was like, this is something super, super, I mean, more incredible than I thought. So it came with business, it came with health, it came with everything. And it's just been going, like, sharing with everyone around the world right now. Yes. And I'm just extremely thankful for life.
Wonderful. You know, and that's right. There's a perfect testimony, you know. Just sharing that with people is very inspiring. If I understand, Daniel, aren't you part of Miguel Bermudez's organization?
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay. You know, I believe that Miguel and William Soto were the fastest platinums ever in For Life.
Yeah, I think they got there like in 2.5 years or something like this. I entered after they were already platinum.
Right.
Yeah, in the organization. So I just knew how fast they built it. And it was mainly because they could share it fast, you know, I mean, with
They
their people.
already had the audience. For those of you
Exactly.
that don't know William Soto, the late William Soto, he passed away. He was a prophet of a church, and one of his apostles is Miguel Bermudez. Now, the interesting thing is the gentleman that actually exposed them to this is Tony Gonzalez. You know Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Okay. So this all started in Puerto Rico. Look, this is about sharing the concept, opening up people's mind. They already have a congregation because of their church. Well, God does want you to be successful. God does want you to prosper. God wants you to have a life of abundance. There's a lot of great things God wants for you, but he's not just going to give it to you for free. You have to go out and develop. That's why we're here on this planet, to grow, all right, to be productive, to learn, to develop. So they are believers in that. They thought, well, we've got this wonderful congregation. We've got a great company here with For Life, a company built on principles, values, service, loving people, helping people, all right? Products that work, they're scientifically based. So if we bring our people into this, we're not going to have to fear that they're going to be abused or fear that, so, and we're not going to force this upon them, but we're going to tell them how we feel about it just by them endorsing or giving their testimony. Their business took off all around the world, from Bolivia. Some of you might know, what's his name in Bolivia? I forget now. He gets on our calls quite often. He's in Cochabamba, Bolivia. And then we got people in Brazil, in Roraima. You know, they were just, one of them was actually on one of my calls yesterday. The point is this: there's all kinds of people like that out there. There's pastors. If you guys know a pastor, you go to church, ask them if they're interested in, and use the Miguel Bermudez and William Soto story. You know, share that story with them. You see. So Daniel, thank you for sharing that. You know, I'd like to call upon another person here actually to share a story real quick. She's been with us for a while and gets on our calls. Anna Rosillo. Hi, Anna. I see you. Anna, real quick, you know, again,
Hello.
Share with us again, you're with For Life, but tell everyone a little bit about yourself and how you feel about For Life, because you have interesting history also, because you lived in another country for a while. So tell us about you and why For Life.
Oh, hello, Dave. Thank you. And hello, everyone. I'm from Colombia. I live in Bogota. I studied, as we were told, to study to get a better life, but it wasn't the case, even though I was earning really well. I decided to move to England because I thought living there was better, but then I realized that was the same. Just if you keep doing the same, you are going to get the same results. So when I came back to Colombia due to a problem that my mom had in her health, I decided to come back. And fortunately, because um, I met again a friend and she was doing this business. She told me about the products because for my mom, she had a heart attack and she had some issues, and these products helped her. In Colombia is the BCB or cardio in the States, and the essential oils of BOP in Colombia. And I thought, I'm seeing my mom really bad, and I think if this could help her, I will do it. And she wanted to try them, and I saw a change in within 2 weeks, and I thought this is something I was looking for because I was really desperate, not knowing what to do when I was back to Colombia. And I found this amazing team of people that was really helpful, that I was in like kind of a depression because I didn't know what to do with my life. And thanks to this business, this opportunity, I saw that there were possibilities for me and that I could help other people. And learning from you, that I really admire you and all the leaders that have For Life and the products that are amazing. I take this every single day. I cannot leave it. Also the ProTF, the energy, the sticks, renewable, and my mom also, I mean,
Boost.
she keeps drinking the BCB and the Bioefa and renewable, but also this is a companion for her because she's old and she needs to be well all the time. And I love the products. I use them. My hair is products, my face, everything. I love them. And I think this is the best business ever. You can do it. And I know that we have to work in ourselves. That's what I'm doing. And I just want to do great as you are doing, Dave. I'm really
Wonderful.
happy to be learning from you thanks to the pandemic. I'm really happy to be in Bogota and being able to learn from the biggest entrepreneur in For Life. 8 figures is just amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. I love hearing people's stories, testimonies. We'll close up now. But I want to say this, after 25 plus years, what motivates me, I've made a lot of money and I continue to make a lot of money. I'm a not bragging, but I'm a well over 6-figure monthly income earner. I've earned well over 7 figures. All right. Actually going into 8 figures in my For Life career. And so it's become more about the journey. And I've just learned that we all have to have purpose. Purpose is important in life. And for me now, what gives me purpose is traveling the journey with people, whether you just joined us today, yesterday, or you've been with us for 4 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, whatever. All right. We're all on a journey, and it's a pleasure and an honor for me to travel this journey with other people, with you, and to witness the growth, development, and to see people prosper and be successful. That's what I love. and then to get together, like we'll be at convention next week. I'll be seeing J. Michael and Judy. Last time we were together was out in Texas, in Tyler, Texas, I believe, when we were out there. But we've been together in Tennessee, eating at some grub at some barbecue place, and that's what makes it so great. I've had Dr. Ogina from Kenya. He come to Salt Lake City. We go to Park City, even Orlando, taking him to Disney World. Fun stuff. Going on cruises together and trips. That's what we do. 1%, by the way, is paid out in trips at For Life. We're talking about every single month, about $500,000 is put away towards trips. Upcoming trip in June, Dominican Republic. Anyhow, love you guys. Thanks for joining us. If there's anybody that's new, I know Carol, you might be one of the newest. All right, keep going, keep growing. You got a great team, great people you're working with Jillian and everyone there. I think I saw Siobhan come in. Siobhan, thanks for joining us. I'm going to unmute everybody. We're 4 minutes after the hour. So thanks, you guys. All right. I will not be on next Thursday because I will be in Utah at the convention. I'm sure that there's I think Daniel, aren't you going to be hosting it? All right. So Daniel Hernandez, our great leader from Mexico, is going to be hosting next Thursday. So thanks, you guys. Give me some energy. All right. All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Dave.
you. We
Thank you,
love
Dave.
you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank
Hope to
you.
see you in
Good to
Utah.
see you, Anna.
We'll see you in
Yeah,
Utah.
enjoy
Absolutely.
convention.
Yes.
Goodbye. Enjoy yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.